people say that furries are such great, welcoming, loving, amazing community people. No, the fuck they're not. They're a bunch of dicks and assholes and stuck up people. That's all they are. And then, and then, if you don't have a fursuit, and if you don't got all these imagination furry friends, you're nothing to any of them. You're nothing. I knew somebody that was a beginner furry, and he had no furry friends, and then he joined furry groups on Telegram and all this other stuff, trying to get to meet people to make friends with some of them. They all ignored him. And just didn't answer to anything of him. When he tried to say hello, they ignored. He did everything he can to make conversation with them. And then there was another person on there that was already in the group. Slowly talking. And, well, they got free art because that's what they do. But then with the beginner guy, he has to pay $80. And he's like, I don't have $80 to give to you to help me with my persona. But then the person's like, well, then sorry, you're not getting your persona made until you get the $80. So the poor guy, I felt so bad for him. But eventually he left the group because they weren't making him feel good at all. So, and then he's tried other groups, and guess what? They still ignored him. They still didn't care about him at all. So, eventually he gave up. He gave up trying to be a furry because none of them are welcoming. Like how everyone says they are. Oh, furries are the most amazing, loving people. Well, let's get the hell out of here. They're not. Furries are shit. And I'm going to tell you this, what I think about them. I think they're pedophiles and creeps hiding behind those suits, behind those masks. And of course you may have, you will have some actual normal people, but you got a lot more dangerous, scary people that have all kinds of terrifying fetishes and stuff that are hiding in these cosplay suits. So, yeah, I just hope, I know I don't really like our president. I would not say his name, because he's against climate change and stuff, and I'm all about climate change and whatnot, but I just hope that someone can bend his finger towards the furry fandom and have those crazy freaking people that are mental cases, especially the pup furs. The pup furry people are even more dangerous and creepier. There's nothing good with anything of that community at all. Back in the freaking 1950s, that wasn't even that long ago, even 1960s, there was no furry groups and furry stuff. All this came out of, it started off, I believe, maybe late 80s, early 90s, where people started getting to these weird fetish, sex shit, and it's disgusting. It's just all disgusting. People pour thousands and thousands of dollars into these cosplays, and then these cosplays, can't say it right at the moment, over time, they start breaking down, and they start looking like shit, And then next thing you gotta throw it away, and then there goes tons of money. Oh, there goes tons of your darn money that's gone. So, I just think the furry fandom is just a waste of time. I think they're all pieces of shit. They're assholes. They really, really are. And I actually did meet a couple of furries one time, here in Tampa, and I was actually, feeling kind of cool with them a little bit, but then next thing they started showing me their ugly side, um, and I got to see that where they like to go display themselves with their furry group, and they went around these little kids, and I didn't feel comfortable at all with that. Their parents and stuff, and I kept distance from those furry people. And eventually I left because that's just freaking creepy. Other than that, I've said pretty much everything. I don't like them at all, and I have a reason why, like I told y'all, but I just hope the president can shut the furry group crap down. I think they're all a mental basket. A lot of them need to be put into mental institutions. I think that if they were not a part of our society, I think that would be great. Like shutting the fandom down, banning it completely. I think that needs to happen because their fandom is a poison to young people's minds, and it confuses them. So, yeah, and so that's that. Thank y'all for listening. Like and subscribe. Only friendly comments. And if any furries see this, middle fingers up to you. I don't give a shit what you think. I don't respect any of you furry people. A lot of y'all are pedophiles and dangerous creeps. And I think you need to get a real hobby and a real life and actually do something useful of yourselves, and be clean. I think that a lot of you furries need to go to church, and I think you need Jesus. That's what I think. And most of you furries, I know you're all atheists. You don't believe in God. You think he's a myth. And when you die, you just fall to the abyss of nothing. So, go read the Bible, furries. How about that? Read the Bible. And fuck you all, dirty rat people.